Made in Canada versus product of Canada. What it really means with these new tariffs. Today, let's talk about something you might have seen on your groceries or household stuff. Labels like Made in Canada and Product of Canada. Sounds like the same thing, right? Well, not quite. And with these new tariffs hitting foreign products, especially from Canada, understanding that difference just got a whole lot more important. Why this matters right now. So here's the deal. President Trump just slapped a 10% tariff on everything coming into the US, and that includes stuff from Canada. So when you're at Walmart, Costco, or your local store, you might start seeing prices go up on certain items. But did you know that whether something says Made in Canada or Product of Canada could change how those tariffs affect it? Let me explain. Product of Canada, what it really means. When a label says Product of Canada, it means almost everything. We're talking like 98% of that product was made, grown, or manufactured right in Canada. So if you see a bag of frozen blueberries labeled Product of Canada, that means the blueberries were likely grown in Canada, processed in Canada, and packed in Canada. Basically, it's as Canadian as maple syrup. That label tells customs, and now us consumers, that this is a truly Canadian product, and it's more likely to get hit harder by tariffs. Why? Because under the new rules, it's fully foreign made in Canada, a bit more flexible. Now, when something says made in Canada, it doesn't mean the same thing. That label just means it was put together or assembled in Canada, but parts or ingredients can come from all over the world. So a box of cookies could say made in Canada, but maybe the sugar came from Brazil and the chocolate chips came from the US. It's kind of like saying, yeah, I cooked the stew, but I didn't grow the carrots. These items might be treated differently with tariffs, depending on where the parts came from. So it gets murky, and that's where the confusion begins. What this means for everyday folks. So what does this all mean for us, the everyday folks just trying to buy groceries and fill the fridge? Products labeled Product of Canada may see higher price jumps first because they're being taxed as fully foreign made. Items labeled Made in Canada might sneak by with a smaller hit since they're mixed sourced. And for businesses importing goods, this labeling could affect what they choose to ship over and sell. Why we should pay attention. This might sound small, but it's part of a bigger story. America is shifting how it trades, how it taxes, and how it deals with allies. So knowing what these labels mean helps you to shop smarter, save money, and ask better questions when it comes to politics and the economy. All right, fam, that's the breakdown on Made in Canada versus Product of Canada and why it matters now more than ever. If you learned something new, hit that like button and drop a comment letting us know if you've seen prices rising already. And don't forget, we the people got to stay informed because they sure ain't making it easy for us. Until next time, stay sharp, stay vocal, and stay free.